Have you ever felt like your body is fighting your diet? You eat less, you move more, but the weight clings on. Or even worse, it comes back so fast after you celebrate losing it. You're not broken, you've just not been told the rules of the game. You've heard it all before, everybody tells you eat less, move more. But if it is that simple, how come so many people are stuck in this exhausting cycle of weight gain? They try to lose weight, they maybe win for a short while with a bit of a weight loss, and then the weight comes back again, they feel failure and they blame themselves. What if the problem is not you, but the oversimplified story you have been told about a much more complex digestive system? In this video series, we are going to uncover the hidden truth behind how your body stores fat inside it. The real biology behind weight gain, the kind of truth your doctor might have never told you before. I'm Dr. Almerie, weight loss surgeon, help you understand the science behind obesity and your health. We'll be discussing the 2 rules of fat storage in our bodies. In today's video, we'll be talking about the first rule, which is calories in minus calories out equals fat storage. An easy way to understand it and for me to explain it, I use an analogy to compare our bodies with a wooden house. So imagine you live in a small wooden cottage. Every day, a delivery truck brings you the wood logs. These logs are your only source of energy. So some of that wood you would use, chop it, and then use it to repair the house, maybe patch the walls, fix any leaks, replace any tiles if they are worn out. And then another portion of the wood logs, you throw it in a fireplace and that will keep your house warm. And then the other part of the wood logs, the portions, you use it to power a generator. So that generator will produce electricity inside your house and that will be used for lights, TV, appliances, etc. So let's go back now to your body. So the wood logs are the food that you eat on a daily basis. Your gut will break it down into the smallest components, which are the sugars, the fats, and the amino acids. And your body will use them to fuel itself in 3 main ways. So the first one, as in the wooden house, some of that will be used to repair and grow your tissues, like in the fixation of the wooden house. Another part of these components will be used to maintain your temperature and keep you warm and alive, so they will be burnt and create that kind of warmth inside you. And the other parts will be used to power the different organs you have, so your kidneys, your lungs, your brain, your heart, your muscles as you move around, like in the wooden house, that kind of generator that produces the electricity to work out the appliances. So as long as the number of logs that truck driver brings every day matches what you need for your house, everything's fantastic, you're using it, you're managing okay. But now imagine if the trucks start delivering a little bit more of logs than you would need on a daily basis. To start with, you'll be very happy. You'll say, okay, I got a little bit of extra logs. I could store them somewhere. It's no big deal. I might even use them if the winter is long or if it is very cold. So you're still doing what you need to do in your house. But every day, that truck driver is bringing more logs than you need. So now you kind of try to find a place to store them. First of all, you fill the shed. Now the shed is full and then you don't have a space. So you start filling the kitchen, the hallways, the bathrooms. Every place in that house is filled with these logs that you couldn't use. But eventually you can't function inside that house. You can't use the bathroom properly, you can't use the kitchen properly. What seems to be like a very good smart plan, backup plan to start with, which is like, let's store a little bit more of that wood log so we could use it in the future, became very hazardous and threatening to the function of the house. And in a nutshell, fat storage works in the same way. So when you eat more energy or more food than your body burns or uses for the different functions that I talked about, in the first instance, your body tries to, in a simplified way, maybe store that fat under your skin. So you got what we call subcutaneous fat. So subcutaneous fat does have some harm, but it's not as harmful as when the body runs out of space and starts storing this fat around your organs, inside your tummy, and inside the organs themselves. And then as the body starts kind of throwing that fat in different places inside you, the function of these different organs start to getting affected. And that is where the kind of extra weight becomes a harmful disease rather than just like an extra storage. The first rule of metabolism is that if more energy comes into your body than it needs, the excess energy will be stored somewhere, and over time that excessive storage will start creating problems to your body. Calories in minus calories out equals fat storage. Here is the important part of this. How can we control the calories out part of this equation? How can we maximize our ability to use the energy without having to stack it up as fat? What we need to understand is where the energy in our bodies actually go, how much of that energy is used for the different tasks, and what control do we have over this. This will be explored in the second part of this video series, because once you understand this, you will finally see what you can realistically influence and the most effective ways to tip the balance in your favor without burning yourself out. If you find this helpful, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. See you next time.